The war in Sudan rages on relentlessly, claiming thousands of lives and displacing nearly 12 million people, marking one of the world's most severe humanitarian crises in recent history. This devastating conflict, which began in April 2023, stems from a bitter power struggle between the Sudanese armed forces, led by General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, and the Rapid Support Forces, commanded by General Hemedti, also known as Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo. The tensions escalated dramatically from a dispute over the integration of the RSF into the SAF, following the military government's violent takeover in the October 2021 coup d'état. Hemedti's public expression of regret over the 2021 coup clearly signaled a growing divide between him and al-Burhan, leading to RSF mobilization in early April 2023 and widespread fears of a full-scale rebellion against the junta. Violent clashes erupted on April 15, 2023, as the RSF launched coordinated attacks on SAF bases across Sudan, including key positions in the capital city of Khartoum. By late 2023, the RSF had gained control over much of Darfur and made significant territorial advances in Khartoum, Kordofan, and Jazeera regions. However, the SAF regained momentum in early 2024 and managed to retake control of Khartoum by March 2025 through intense counteroffensives. A critical turning point came in October 2025 when El Fasher, the SAF's last major stronghold in Darfur, fell to the RSF after prolonged fighting. Since then, the Kordofan region has become a major battleground, with the SAF launching continuous counteroffensives against entrenched RSF positions. This prolonged conflict has triggered a catastrophic protection crisis, with civilians facing widespread killings, injuries, sexual violence, and the complete destruction of essential infrastructure like homes and hospitals. The war has displaced nearly 12 million people inside Sudan, making it one of the largest internal displacement crises in recent history. As of August 2025, the United Nations reported that 14 million people were displaced either within Sudan or fleeing to neighboring countries like Chad, Egypt, Ethiopia, and South Sudan. Neighboring nations such as Chad, Egypt, Ethiopia, and South Sudan are now hosting millions of Sudanese refugees, severely straining their resources and creating new humanitarian challenges across the region. Famine has been officially confirmed in multiple locations, including the Zamzam camp in North Darfur, where it was declared a year ago, yet little aid has reached this starving population. In response, the United Nations has launched urgent appeals for billions of dollars to avert a wider humanitarian catastrophe and provide life-saving assistance. Sexual violence is rampant throughout the conflict zones, and children are disproportionately affected, facing killings, injuries, recruitment by armed groups, and other grave violations. Nearly two-thirds of Sudan's population, approximately 26 million people, now require emergency humanitarian aid to survive the crisis. The healthcare system is severely impacted, with many hospitals out of service or destroyed, leading to deadly outbreaks of diseases like cholera, measles, and malaria among the vulnerable population. The international community is urgently urged to step up efforts, not only to provide emergency aid, but also to work towards ending the violence, facilitating ceasefires, and restoring lasting peace in Sudan. The African Union and the Intergovernmental Authority on Development, known as IGAD, are called upon to supplement ongoing peace negotiations with concrete measures targeting arms trafficking fueling the conflict. Despite renewed negotiations and multiple attempts at ceasefires, the conflict continues unabated with no lasting peace in sight as fighting persists across key fronts. The RSF maintains heavy resistance west of El Abeid, fiercely protecting gold mines that are essential for financing their arms procurement and sustaining the war effort. Humanitarian access remains a critical and unresolved concern, with urgent calls for the UN Security Council to authorize safe aid deliveries through neighboring Chad into the hardest-hit areas. The conflict has devastated Sudan's economy, causing significant contraction in GDP, hyperinflation, and widespread destruction of infrastructure vital for recovery. The impact on children is particularly severe, with 15 million requiring humanitarian assistance and millions more facing violence, repeated displacement, and acute malnutrition daily. Over 3 million children under 5 are projected to suffer from acute malnutrition this year alone, a dire and escalating consequence of the ongoing crisis. Many of these children have been displaced multiple times, enduring limited access to essential services like education in makeshift classrooms and basic healthcare in temporary facilities. The dire situation in Sudan serves as a stark reminder of the urgent need for sustained global attention and concerted international efforts to bring peace and stability to the war-torn region. Stay informed about the latest developments in the Sudan war and consider supporting reputable humanitarian organizations working tirelessly on the ground to help those in need. Your awareness, advocacy, and support can truly make a meaningful difference in the lives of millions affected by the devastating Sudan war.